welcome back to another coexisting video, another Monday. I hope you're having a great start to your week, into your week. Today, I thought we'd do something, we sometimes we tackle like the dark spots in the flat, the spaces where you don't look as often, the ones where you just push things in and never look at it again. And in the last podcast episode, I was talking about that I have like this addiction of collecting too many boxes, like packaging, where like I don't know, I still have my PS5 package, even though I owned it now for over a year. Maybe one day I would need it, and I thought maybe today we throw all these boxes out and I get rid of this, mildly addiction, but I couldn't. So we do the next best thing by just trying to get a few boxes out. But also, just follow me. Second camera, hi. But also getting rid of or organizing and also seeing what we find along the way area up here. This is my wardrobe, or in the hallway, and I'm happy with this. I organized all of this, but this is a disaster. And here I just threw things in here, and we kind of take them out one by one, evaluate on the table if they are worth keeping or if they should go away. And how do we do this? We just take one item out, we go to the table, and we talk about it. I mean, this is something we do not have to talk about, right? It's my sleeping bag. I bought it last year or 2 years ago. This was like kind of a thing of being a grown-up, because I was always asking my dad, do you have one? Do you have a sleeping bag? Blah, 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 when I was going camping. And here, this was my first choice of going rogue, going like, I don't know. It was like a big step for me to just be able to sleep somewhere outside in a tent with my own equipment. And I'm not fully there yet. I don't own a tent, and I don't own a mattress. So maybe so there goes that. But this one obviously stays, right? And I feel like this is perfect for up here. But then the boxes begin, the first kind of boxes, and we're gonna. Yeah, this is confusing. Let's take all the boxes and see if, and see if I really need all of that. Yeah, I'm already seeing at least one thing that I could get rid of. Hep. Oh, dusty. This is not sponsored by anything, even though it might look like Nintendo has a say in here. I mean, for example, this is the box of, this is the box of the packaging, or like the outer box for my Nintendo Switch. And I'm like, when will I ever need this? Apart from it being a Nintendo package. And I feel like this goes away. This here, the original Nintendo Switch box, I think is cool and has to stay. And maybe you don't even understand what I'm going on about here, and you like just throw everything away. But if it looks good and it's a good package, I just want to keep it. I don't know why. So cut me some slack. The Nintendo Switch original one stays. Okay. Then we have internet stuff from old. To see if there's something on here that is like. Well, if so, I'm gonna blur it anyway. This is my internet thingy with more internet stuff. This is like something this is my contract. Let me see. No, it's not my contract. It's just the how to install thingy. But I think, wait. I think one day I might have to send this back, because I think it's only, it's not bought. You rent it. So I also got to keep this, and I think that's the reason why I put it up there, because it is important. Now there's a debatable thing. I use this for the stream. It's the Stream Deck. It's a nice packaging, but I will never get rid of the Stream Deck thingy. And it's too, like, I always thought, well, what if it's a nice package, by the way, right? Oops. You have like, inside is nice. User experience is nice. I think there's still some stuff in here. Oh, it's just instruction manuals. But just that this fits in here. Nice. But I always thought, well, what if one day I need them for sending something back, or I need to find the perfect box for something. But then I noticed when we had the sale of the hoodies and we needed like some small packaging to send extra stuff out, I couldn't use all of these because they are super branded. I cannot use this to send it out and be like, hey, here, this is from us, but it's a different brand. So there I felt like, okay, it's stupid to keep those. But why am I so attached to it? What in my childhood happened that I'm attached to packaging? Do you know? Do you have the same? Can somebody explain to me? Because I'm gonna put this on hold for now. Because at least I got rid of one packaging, right? Hey, gotta be proud of the small steps. What can you do? Next thing. Oh, now it's getting. Okay, now it's. Yeah. Now we have a part of a Halloween outfit. It's the wardrobe of many things. I think this is how the title of this episode will be. I mean, this is something, I don't know. This could be a last minute Halloween costume. But where do you store something like this? Now that I also do like more and more cosplay, I'm like not even sure. I'm like not even sure. This could be a funny thumbnail, by the way. I'm not even sure where to store all of that. But I mean, this is a keeper, right? It has to be a keeper. Because I need it. And I think this is... Oh, it's also a little bit broken, I feel now. But like this is something you need to have in store, I don't know, for whenever I need it again. So I guess it stays, but this is a little loose. Because the adhesive is not that great. So I guess I can repair it. But for now, this I think this is also what the thing is made for. You know, this upper, I call it drawer here. But I want it to be more organized. Because there's just everything in here. This is a pot for camping. Continuing our story of being able to, camp on your own. I used this in my my recent Norway road trip, which made no sense actually, because I had this romantic thought of driving through Norway with a rented car, sleeping in hostels or somewhere where we are able to find a bed that night, and then cooking food over like a little gas flame with this. But I only ate rice and tuna for 5 days straight. And on the 5th day, let's say I wasn't driving actively, and I talked to the driver. I was like, I know we are at our intended goal in 20 minutes, but I think I got to be a little bit faster. I have to go to the toilet. And then the driver was like, okay. 10 minutes later, I was like, you got to stop now. I don't care what you do. You got to stop this vehicle now. And then I ran to find there was only a field, okay? There was only a big open field and a few old campers where I hoped nobody was in there again. They were kind of building like a little private area, a little bit secluded. And I don't want to say more, but it was, yeah. It happens to the best of us. What can I do? But this obviously stays because, whenever I need it again, I want to be able to cook. Then we have, yeah, I don't even know the name for that. This looks like a torture device because it has like little spikes on top of this cushion. And this is part of, there's also a mattress or like a little mat for that. But I just don't like this as much, but I should include this in my routine again. This is like, I have a lot of issues with like back, what's it called? Sore muscles, tight muscles. If you go to the gym or do any kind of sport, you kind of need to also work on your personal like physiotherapy or therapy to get the muscles loosened up. This worked pretty well for me, but obviously not as well as just the mat that is coming with it. But I think this doesn't have to be up there. I think it goes back to where the mat is, so I just use it. I don't know if mat is the right word, because this feels very German. But you can probably understand what I mean. So this goes back, and it's out of the drawer. I know this is not called drawer. Cupboard, maybe. And now we have a light. I told you this was random. It's light for the ceiling. This is my basic ceiling lighting, right? Like this on the ceiling. And I have it in every room except mine. So when somebody moved in here, a roommate, one day I was like, yeah, the first few roommates were like, oh, nice, a light, cool. All of a sudden, 6 years later, every roommate used this lamp, right? Everybody was like cool with it. A roommate comes in and is like, I'm gonna remove the lamp. And I was like, what? Yeah, I wanna change this whole place around. I was like, okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, you're free to do whatever you feel like, right? But I was so used to people being happy about the lamp and just taking it and not trying to drill new holes into the ceiling, different lamps, different lighting. This roommate drawing. You drew with a drew. Is that a word? Whatever. A hole in the wall. This roommate put so many holes in the wall that I was like, oh my lord, I think the difference between, I think he thinks he lives here forever. And that was like a new experience. But now I have a lantern over. A lantern? A light. So what do I do with that? The roommate moved out and didn't take the lamp with him. So the lamp is still in there. So now it's my backup lamp? I guess it's a backup lamp. But I think we could also put this like more organized into that thing. So far I threw away one thing. Proud of me. Probably the most, but I think a lot of stuff here we can throw away. A lot of paper thinking stuff. My motorcycle helmet. It's very dusty. I haven't used it in a long time. But I felt so cool in like school because I was using it in school. It should still fit me. Ach du heilige verdammte Axt. Hä? Did my head grow? Oh. Oh nee. Boah. Did my head grow? I guess my... Good. Then maybe I need a new one. Now I know. Whenever I ride a motorcycle again. Currently, I like this memory more, and maybe if I have to drive with somebody on the back of the motorcycle, you know, then I have my own. Or when I use like one of these rented scooter thingies, then it makes sense. But I'm kind of disappointed that it doesn't fit me, or I just chickened out because it was really tight around my head. Maybe I just haven't pushed enough, and maybe I'm also not trusting this a lot anymore. Second try. It cannot end like this. Second try. Yeah, just a different angle. Just a different angle, and then it works. Yeah, this feels like memory trip down memory lane. Yeah, okay. It was just the angle, guys. Do not worry. Whew. But I obviously changed the visor, I guess it's called, for a black one. I highly advise against it because you may be cool, but in the night you can't see shiz. Can't see shiz. I will take the coolness. I was 16 at the time. I take the coolness over seeing things at night every day. But when it was raining at night and I couldn't see stuff, I took the coolness over safety when I was 16. I highly advise against it. Now the things that I'm confused about here. What is this? Aha. Yeah. Okay, yeah, good. This is part of a air conditioning, so I guess I need this. This is obviously a guitar bag. Maybe there's some secrets here. This is not mine. One guitar string. Another guitar. Ah, I know what it is. This is from, that's the reason why it smells like an old person. not in a bad way, but like it smells old. And this is like quite of an old package. Because this is from my... What? Nay. That's crazy. This is like a slider thingy, you know? You put it over your finger and then on the guitar you can like... That's funny. I never knew it was in here. I have to try it out later. And this might be some personal documents. It's a warm-up for guitar. Damn. Somebody was really using that. And I guess this came with this guitar up here that you guys know. And I got this gifted from a friend of my mom and from that friend's grandpa. So 100% that stays. But good that I figured out that there's like some cool shenanigans in there. Now here is the throwaway part. I hope, I guess, I assume. Oh, I know we did this video a while ago where we did all the lower, it's not a drawer, cupboards, whatever. But this just needs to be in order. Recipes for the grill. I don't own a grill. Out. Bags can go into the bag collection. The stand of my monitor, which is not on a stand. I guess I keep that. Big bags. You can always try to use some big bags down the road, right? This is something from an old roommate. In Germany we call it Küchenkissen. I never used it, ever. I don't know where it has been. And maybe this just has to go back to him. Yeah, but now there's not much that I am throwing out. Do I really have to throw out the Nintendo Switch? Oh, Stream Deck. I guess. But this also goes somewhere else. Don't think about it too long. Don't try to get too emotionally attached to it. Yeah. The thing is, these are all not good objects for putting them cleanly back in, right? They are not like form-wise. You know what I mean? They are not really stackable. Stackable is the word I was looking for. But I think maybe things that I don't need go in the bag. And it's definitely the helmet that needs to be like, whenever I need it, I can like just take it out of there. And 100% the sleeping bag. The rest is more like I don't ever need it. Maybe the pot. And what is the lamp doing here anyway? It's confusing. And the monitor stand. I just don't know where to throw this away to. You know. I'm also currently facing the issue of, with my new hairstyle, even though it looks the same, I have to now make sure that this is a little bit longer, so I have to take this down and the other thing up. So I have to learn some new hand movements, and they're not really working out perfectly yet. So I'm a little bit self-conscious about how it sticks, or stays up. I think this might not be too interesting, and since we are already a little bit far into the video, I will take a minute to sort everything in, maybe with a what's it called? Not a slow motion, the opposite of a slow motion, a fast forward. And then I talk back to you when I think I'm happy with it. Well, at least I feel like it is more stackable. It looks better, Tetris, very Tetris-y. And a few things got out that may have, made it maybe heavier or more difficult to stack it. But now at least it looks like it has a purpose, ? And it is the cupboard of the many things. So I think it has to have a fair amount of many things in there. Did I throw out less things than I thought? Yes. Am I proud that I'm getting rid of at least a few boxes? Yes. And that's maybe all that counts for today. So, well, thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me getting the motivation to get a better organization into my flat. And maybe next time we take a look at the other drawer, which has a lot of stuff in there that also needs a lot of organizing, but that is for another video. Thank you for being here. And as always, we see each other.